Hello, everyone. My name's Bianca. I've got iron growing on the skin of my stomach. It wasn't always so. Before the iron strands started growing, I had lived a perfectly normal life with my friends and family. It wasn't much, but it was better than the nightmare I've been going through these past few months. It all started one morning when I woke up and saw the first growth on my belly. I was so worried and scared. As the weeks passed by, more and more of these strands of iron began to grow out of my belly. I was alarmed by then, but I couldn't tell anyone, not even my parents. It was a huge relief a month later. One morning I woke up and all the iron strands had fallen off, making my tummy look completely normal again. This made me really happy and renewed my confidence. Everything became normal again, and I went back to the cheerful and friendly version of myself. But it wasn't for long. 3 months after the first episode with the iron on my tummy, and I experienced more of it than ever before. The iron kept growing nonstop, and they were everywhere on my tummy. I thought I could just be quiet about them and endure because I was scared of how people would react if they found out. I thought about telling my parents, but I worried about how they might take it. I also expected the iron strands would disappear as they had done before, so I decided not to tell my parents. Living became really hard as I could not even sleep comfortably anymore. I lied on my back whenever I wanted to sleep because it was uncomfortable sleeping on my tummy. I knew I couldn't hide this forever, and my life had already become a living hell. I felt a visit to the hospital might fix this, so I decided to tell my parents about it. Whatever the outcome of the disclosure was couldn't be as bad as enduring the nightmare over and over again. Luckily, my parents' reaction was not as bad as I thought, although they did look really concerned. They took me to a hospital where the doctor conducted a diagnosis and told them I was suffering from a rare skin condition. I was distraught at this news. I became so depressed and unwilling to do anything at all, so I stayed indoors all day crying and never went to school again. Besides, the iron strands growing on my belly had gotten so worse that I couldn't wear any dress covering my belly because they rubbed and tore a lot of holes. To make matters worse, my parents soon grew wary of the neighbors finding out about their freak daughter that they decided to lock me in the basement of our house. They had always been quite superstitious too, so it wasn't hard for them to label my condition as a curse. They claimed to have locked me in the basement because it was the only way to keep their shameful secret. To cover up for my disappearance, they lied to everyone who visited to ask of me that I had relocated to the big city to live with my aunt. This was a big fat lie, but everyone believed it. I couldn't scream or shout for help. My parents were so superstitious that they believed that my condition was a punishment of evils. Therefore, they wanted to get rid of me. They chained my feet and had my mouth sealed shut with dirty clothes. They even fed me dog food. I thought they really wanted me dead but couldn't bring themselves to do it at once. I had already accepted that I'd live the rest of my short life like an animal until I had my chance. One day, I got a strange visitor down in the basement. It was my best friend and classmate, Chloe, who had snuck into the house. She said she didn't believe the story my parents told everyone else about me going to live with my aunt because she hadn't heard it from me. She was so shocked to see me being chained and living miserably. I told her the truth about my skin condition. She wanted to set me free, but there wasn't any item around she could use to unlock the chain. At the same time, my mom and dad were approaching the basement to feed me dog food, and she had to hide. Luckily, she had her phone with her and recorded everything. When they left, she came out of her hiding, and we tried harder to come up with ways to pick the lock my legs were bound with. We had almost given up when she had an idea. It involved crafting a key from the longest bit of iron from my skin. I moved my belly near to my feet. We tried it, and it worked. In no time, I was free, and we snuck out of the house to the police station. At the police station, we showed them the recorded proof of my parents maltreating me. This quickly led to an arrest. While also searching the basement, the police found a box containing documents that showed the people I thought were my parents weren't actually my real parents. I don't know what happened to my biological parents. Why did they abandon me? I now live with my aunt's family. She was shocked to know about what happened to me. She is helping me looking for my biological parents. My aunt is not superstitious, so she treats me well. I hope to find my biological parents soon.